I got it. What is up, YouTube? Today we have a new video, and today's video is going to be a questionnaire. And today's questionnaire is going to help you beginners and varsity runners take your talents to the next level. Now you're going to ask, Richie, how are you going to help me do that? And honestly, I don't know. But you know what? I assembled a squad for that. Now enjoy. For today's video, the lineup is filled with some top dogs. But before we get into the questions, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, and share with your people. The moment you all been waiting for. First up in the lineup, we have Onyx Ortiz, aka The Girls Love Him. He will be attending the University of North Florida. Second up, we have John Anthony, aka Papa John, the pizza lover. He will be attending Lynn University. Third up is Ethan Geiger, aka Mr. Florida Gatorade athlete. He will be attending University of Florida. And last of all, this person, I had to pull a lot of strings and get a couple connects to get him on here. But we have Zachary Cloud, aka Blanco, aka Blanquito. Number 1. What essential gear should runners get?
Obviously a Garmin and some nice running shoes with good soles. That is most essential.
You know, make sure you have the right pair of socks. Like, you don't want every single pair of socks that you own ripping when you run. Like, if you're gonna be running a lot of miles during the summer, you definitely need a solid pair of socks. I feel like that's probably key. And anti-chafing cream is probably your best friend. Like, you don't want your nuts getting scratched every time you run.
Hello, gamer boys of Richie's channel. I am actually doing chores right now. What I recommend is a water bottle because a lot of runners do not like to drink water. On a serious note though, guys, what I recommend is that you guys get fitted into a pair of shoes. And the reason for that is because everyone's feet runs differently. Like, we could use more support or we could use less support. And when you're running and training a ton over the summer, a lot of high mileage obviously, you want to be running something that's going to feel good and something that's going to ultimately alleviate your chances of getting injuries. Like for me, I use the Hogura Rahis a lot because they fit my feet pretty well. So I recommend that you guys get fit by a nearby running shoe store for you.
Legitimately, you do have to make sure you have the right shoes. So if you're on concrete, you probably want Hoka or something thick-soled. If you're running on concrete a lot, but that's about it.
Number 2, how to stay injury-free.
My 2 biggest suggestions for you guys is to stretch and work on your strengthening. And for stretching, it's good to stretch before and after your runs. It's good to keep your muscles nice and loose. You don't want them getting too tight over time. And at the same time, it's going to prevent strains or pulling muscles. All of that can lead to torn muscles and such. And you do not want that because muscles take forever to heal.
Best way to stay injury free for sure would just be stretching before and after your runs. Like, you want to make sure your muscles aren't getting too tight before and after, so definitely stretch a lot before and make sure you do it if you can. Make sure you do it after your runs because you'll just feel so much better after you stretch. Like, that's just pretty self-explanatory.
I don't know, recover, make sure, legitimately, you do have to make sure you have the right shoes.
Don't overwork yourself. Don't be an idiot. If you do too much, like, work smarter, not harder. That's the main thing. And don't be an idiot.
Number 3, what is your eating life like?
Depends. At the current moment, it's not so good. During season, it's okay. I eat mostly healthy things, nothing too bad. And then on Sundays, I get to pig out a little, just so my body doesn't get used to the natural stuff, so it doesn't stop helping me. Just, because that's how it is. That's how it works.
Eat whatever the hell I want, honestly. Just, it could be better, but it's not, so I'm sorry. I mean, I don't really have any tips for that. Just, I mean, don't go out and eat a burger every day. You know, just kind of think about what you're gonna eat and stay hydrated.
My eating life right now, I haven't been eating like crazy amounts of food, but I definitely like getting my protein in. Like, I've been making peanut butter shakes every now and then after runs. Rice is probably my best friend, so I eat so much rice. Besides that, just, you know, make sure you're eating right.
And I'm about to show you guys right now. As you can see here, especially here, I don't eat a completely clean diet, obviously, and if anything, I do try to eat healthy throughout the day, but moderation is very important, guys. Oh, hello. Speaking of moderation, it's good to have a little bit of something sweet or something that's somewhat unhealthy every once in a while, because you do not want to be staying on a completely clean diet for so long. Having moderation is very important, guys, especially for like us who are younger. We can handle this kind of stuff. We burn the energy, we have the faster metabolism. When we get older, we're not going to have the ability to do that, so enjoy it while it lasts. I eat dessert almost every day, just an FYI.
Number 4, is the weight room essential for summer training?
Yes, it is. Gotta get swole.
Yes and no. And the reason for that is because, for me at least throughout the past 4 years, I didn't really lift any weights. Instead, I relied mostly on core strengthening and push-ups and other exercises like squats and such. I don't really use that many weights because I don't really know how to use them correctly personally, and I don't want to risking any kind of injuries or soreness before my runs or my races. So if you understand how to use weights and you can use them wisely, it would be a good idea to do some weight training over the summer. However, if you aren't really experienced with that and don't really know how to do it, I wouldn't recommend it just yet.
I wouldn't say it's essential. I'd say it's more of body weight could work more as efficiently or effectively. I mean, it's helpful, but I think just doing push-ups and core can get you mostly around the same job done.
Weight room, like, just stay out of the weight room. Like, if you want to do a couple push-ups and sit-ups and stuff like that, I think that helps, but weight room is not essential for summer training. That's like, once you start the season, you can start hitting some weights, but other than that, then just do push-ups and maybe squats and stuff like that, but don't be killing yourself with weights over the summer.
Number 5, how do you balance everything in life?
I'm not really sure. I'm an IB student who works a part-time job at a running shoe retail store, and on top of training, it is very hard to do. However, it is manageable if you learn how to manage your time with school. And what I mean by that is, do not procrastinate, do your homework when it's assigned, do it on the day when you get it. Don't wait till the last minute to do it. Put away your headset, put away your phone and social media, get the work in, and once you get that work out of the way, you have plenty of spare time to do what you need to do throughout the day. That's what I recommend.
Just plan it out. Really, it's not that difficult unless, like, you're in school and your teacher gives you like a 12-page paper that you haven't done for 4 months. I've done that, but yeah, you just gotta make sure you plan things out like beforehand, and then usually pretty easy from there.
The way that I balance everything in life has a lot to do with like my mentality about training and you know, like doing whatever I have to do at my house and a job. If I don't know, some of you guys may have a job or not, so like you have to make sure you get your runs in the morning. That way you have the rest of your day to do whatever you want, and it's easier to balance everything like that. Or when you have school going on, you know, practice is mandatory, so that's pretty easy. Just make sure you get your homework done at home, stay on top of things like that. Like, it's not too complicated as long as you just have the right mindset.
I mean, you just gotta get your priorities straight, and like make sure you know like what's really important and what's not. So like, I don't know, just putting things that are important to you and like to your training and, yeah, you know, like school and stuff. before like partying.
Number 6. What is some advice for the beginners?
Advice I have for beginners is make sure you actually run, but you also don't want to be running too little, because I know it's hard to get up every morning, or even get it done in the afternoon if you like running in the afternoon. I don't know, but make sure you actually get your miles in. Just don't go crazy. Like if you're someone who likes pounding miles, like you're not gonna gain any benefit from that. Like,
beginners, don't overwork yourselves. Don't be stupid like me on the first day of practice. Try to be Tristan. That was dumb of me. And also, just listen to everyone that you have around you. Like, there's always going to be someone there to guide you, so keep that shit up.
So maybe you're a freshman coming into your first day of practice, or maybe you're a middle schooler who is running for a high school team this upcoming season, and you're nervous, you're wondering what to expect on your first day or the season. And my biggest recommendation is to listen to what your coach says, because your coaches have been around working in their careers for so long, and they know how to work with newcomers and such. So whatever they tell you to do, listen to them, because they'll help you get to where you want to be.
I don't know, just make sure you take things slow. Make sure you get your base mileage in. Don't rush things, because that's how you get injured very easily from the beginning.
Number 7. What keeps you motivated?
What keeps me motivated is, of course, the post-race pizza and hamburgers at the end of a meet. Well, not really just that, obviously, but what motivates me to keep working is that I like to improve a ton, and I like to strive for very big goals. Like, as an example, I really wanted to win state at a certain point during my junior year, and although I never placed top 5 in any state meet or any state race events, I still really wanted to win state. So every day at practice, every single workout, I'd always keep that goal in my mind and say, what do I need to do to be stronger? What do I need to do to be more mentally tough than my competitors around me? What do I need to do to be physically stronger in a race when it heats up? And for each workout, I just try my best to grind through every practice. Every recovery run, I took it easy. Take your easy days easy, guys, for real. Like, seriously. And honestly, your goals are what is going to be keeping you motivated the most throughout training.
There's better places to like be in running. I don't know. I mean, a motivator for me and throughout high school is getting to college, getting to a good college, mostly.
Well, right now, it's that I'm going to college for running, so I kind of have to. Like, that's my future. But, like, it used to be just, I don't know, I just felt like getting better. The main reason was I wanted to be Blanco. But, nah, for real, I just, like, it's a good feeling to PR. So, like, working for that just one moment, it's worth it.
The thing that keeps me motivated is looking forward to races. You know, I like being in shape, so the better shape that I can be in by the time I race, and I can beat the crap out of people, you know, like I think that's motivation enough. You know, if you like competing, definitely make sure you get your work in.
Number 8/8, what would you say took you guys to the next level?
I feel like I've gone up and I've definitely improved, but I don't think it's been a next level. It's kind of like, I mean, the best way I could probably word it is like when you're walking upstairs and like you take a step up, but not every step is a new floor. I feel like I've been taking steps up. I don't feel like I've hit like a completely new level of running.
Pass.
I think that what took me to the next level was my work ethic. I'm like, not to flex or anything, but like I'm pretty hardworking. Like, sophomore year was just such a physically straining year for me. Like, I was pushing myself so hard every practice, and those results finally paid off towards the end of the season when they should have. And I think that if everybody has that killer mentality, you know, like you want to get better, you want to get up every morning, and you want to beat the crap out of people at the end of the day, I think that's gonna take you to the next level. But that's just me, just keep a good work ethic. Don't be too strict on your diet. And that's honestly pretty much it.
The way how I see this transition is that it went from my junior cross country season to my junior track season, where I felt like I've finally made more of a jump to the closer to the top state level in Florida. And what took me to that level was ultimately a change in my mindset. I used to be very nervous about results, about my competitors, and ultimately I was mostly just worried about trying to get a PR, trying to hit time. However, going into my junior track season, my mindset shifted a little bit. I, of course, really wanted to run very good times, but at the same time, I realized that I can't really do that unless I put in my 110% effort in every single race. And as I did that, I started training harder. I started running more. I started taking my recovery days easy, and I tried not to focus on my competitors too much, but really just focusing on my own race and what I need to do to run the best I could run on that day. And that is what helped me get to the next level.
Number 9. What would you recommend the best workout for summer training?
Fartleks and tempo runs. Them shits was like pretty much all summer last year, and that's probably what's gonna be doing this year.
I never really did any workouts during summer except for like easy miles. But I think that if you want to push the pace, every now and then, no one's going to give you shit for that. So just do that. And maybe some fartleks. Also, tempos. Tempos are probably the biggest secret, not obviously, but like, I think tempos are probably the biggest secret behind running cross country and track.
I would say for the first few weeks of summer, you guys are just working back into it. Your track season's already done. You're getting off break. That from like the beginning part of summer, really just focusing on building in, getting that mileage back up. That's the more important part during that portion of summer. However, as you get closer and closer to the season, I would recommend that you guys start throwing in tempos and some cross-country style workouts over the summer to kind of help you instinctively remember that 5K pace that you're trying to hit in a race. And those tempos are just long pushes as well too. The tempos are going to help you get physically stronger and mentally stronger as well. So I do recommend tempos and some cross-country styled workouts such as mile repeats or 1K repeats or even 800s for speed work. All those are very important for your training, guys.
Tempos, easy. Just straight tempos. Like once a week. After like a month or two of base training.
And last but not least, number 10. What is your secret?
I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't really have much of a secret. I mean, I just listen to the training that my coach tells me, and I would say if I did have a secret, my biggest secret would simply just be the kind of mentality I have going to races. Like for a lot of my races, I so badly want to run well. Like I so badly want to hit a time. And I just so badly want to push myself to maybe winning a race or to maybe hitting a course record. And what I do is that with like these goals and like this kind of mindset, I just train hard in all my workouts. I take my easy days easy, and by the time race day comes around, I'm hopefully and feeling very good throughout the week. And honestly, the biggest component is simply just your mentality. It's how you think about these races. Like, are you feeling great about these races? Are you excited to run this race? Are you excited to try to strive to hit your best time possible? Really, it all comes down to mentality, guys. Like, you can be not physically as strong as your competitors, but you can outrun them because you are mentally stronger than them. You're willing to put in that final gear. You're willing to put in that long push. It all comes down to what your mind thinks.
It's the long hair, definitely. 100%. Nah, I'm just messing. It's probably just focusing on the smaller things, like fine-tuning the little things about training, like stretching, recovery, core, all of that stuff.
The secret, or my secret to running, is just training. Like, running miles, making sure you actually get them done, you know, get the rest in. Don't be one of those guys that doesn't take a rest day because they want to put in more miles. Like, make sure you get your rest, but make sure you're training hard. And I think a combination of those probably the best combination. I wouldn't call it a secret, but I think that's what a lot of people fail to do is taking rest days. So, easy days easy, take your rest days.
My secret. I have big balls. I store all my fucking energy in my balls. And then I keep going. I save it for the very end, just like a districts. If you ask Blanco, I save all the energy in my balls and I extort it for my final kick, and that's my secret.